following is a PFL Europe regular season contest in the women's flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She's a jiu-jitsu specialist and stands 5 feet 3 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.4 pounds and holds a record of 6 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. Fighting out of Brussels, Belgium, the Pineapple, Griet Eeckhout. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, she is a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 125.5 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 3 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Gelsenkirchen, Germany, Lorena,
Richtig wach sein, Lorena. Hol dir ein bisschen vom Kopf.
The referee in charge, Thomas Bronda.
Cubero in the red, Eeckhout in the gray. Touch of the gloves, and we are underway.
Straight away, Eeckhout coming out with a low stance, trying with the jab. Oh, that was a nice counter left hook from Cubero.
Now Griet's able to press Cubero, She-Hulk into the cage here, try and set up a takedown.
Is this expected, Dakota? Is she expecting this in every one of her fights because she's a kickboxer, do you think?
I mean, you never know until you get in there, you know. I think you can't plan too much for somebody. Things can change so quickly.
That's very true. We've seen some surprises tonight, that's for sure. Such a strong opening here for Griet Eeckhout. She's working herself to top position. She's past the guard, tied up one of the arms.
Tied up both of the arms here. She's got that crucifix position. Lorena Cubero's trying to kick her way off the smart cage barrier. See if she can get her left arm free.
She's almost in a position to set up an armbar from the bottom here if she's able to get that right leg in front of her opponent's face like this.
More right hands from the Belgian fighter on top as Cubero continues to try with the flexibility to isolate that left arm of Griet Eeckhout. German crowd is showing some appreciation for the local favorite here, fighting away out of a bad position, at least temporarily.
Cubero's going to have to watch out for that right arm. She identified the arm triangle potential there and she brought her arm in the right position, but with the pressure, you can see her almost wanting to use that right hand to push Griet's head out the way so she can alleviate the pressure, which makes her more vulnerable for the arm triangle, or in fact, the Americana.
Dakota, we know that every fighter is always trying to round out their game, get comfortable in every position, but when you're a striker by trade and you find yourself shoulders flat on the mat, how intense is the urge to just belly out and stand up?
I mean, I'm not sure I can say much because sometimes I can get up and put my belly down. Yeah, I mean, here it's showing just a little bit of experience, I think. You know, she's being patient though. For 18 years old, she's patient. She's still in there.
You know, I think the longer this fight goes, the more Cubero's confidence is going to grow as well.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, she's looking comfortable still. Oh, heavy shots.
As Cubero tried to come up, Eeckhout hit her with a straight right hand to send her back down to her back and once again into side control.
She's doing a good job building frames. She's being very aware with that right knee to make sure Griet can't easily pass to mount here, although Griet is really trying to force the point.
Yeah, she's doing well to get that frame under the chin, but she's just flat on her back, like you said. She needs to get to one side, I think.
She got to one side here and is rewarded with a bunch of hammer fists from the top. Now some nasty ground and pound. top position here. 90 seconds remaining.
Good, consistent work here from Griet Eeckhout. She's starting to find her way through the guard here. Cubero's had hard fights on GMC and Gelsenkirchen. That was nice. Whipping hammer fist from the bottom. Just for a moment made Griet consider what she was doing.
She looked a little bit stunned off that shot at first.
Never underestimate anything after Kevin Holland knocked out Jacare from that position.
Absolutely.
Up to that point in commentary, I'd always say, well, if they're striking from the bottom, they're running out of options. And then, and then that happened. You just never know what's going to happen in mixed martial arts. It's constantly developing.
Strong work here from the top position of Eeckhout. She is just making sure most of the strikes on top are meaningful, moving the guard first.
What are you doing in this position, Dakota?
I mean, from the bottom, she's a lot taller. She should be able to, you know, get a little bit of distance, push with that knee. But she's kind of getting the knee there, but still holding on with her hand. She needs to separate.
Round two here. Griet Eeckhout in the gray, Lorena Cubero in the red.
Okay, Cubero a bit more pep in the step here. If that lands a low kick, takes the right hand. You've got to think Griet's going to be trying to level change again after the success that she had in that first round. Nice calf kick. Oh! That lead check hook that she's using is very nice.
We've seen that successful for fighters earlier in the night. Ali Taleb finished the fight with that. France Malambo had 2 near finishes. Good timing.
Do you have it in your mind at all that you might face one of these two fighters at some point, Dakota? Are you just focused on Cornelia Holm right now?
I mean, I'm just focused on picking up my money at the arena.
She's already spent the 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, if I haven't, my family definitely have anyway.
Well, they all work hard to get you to where you are, so I'm sure you don't mind cheering.
Yeah.
Nice rubber guard here from Lorena Cubero, slowing Griet Eeckhout down. She's got a kind of a mission control. She needs to get underneath her heel, really. And you see Griet pull out, but she's got to watch for these up kicks as well.
Dakota, you think she's bought herself enough space to try and stand up right now, or does she need to kick away more?
No, I wouldn't risk it yet.
You know, these are the moments where wrestling up is always a benefit, I think.
Definitely, I think she needs to go back because she's got a little room there to get to the cage. That's probably her best bet right now.
Do you prefer defending a takedown up against the fence? Do you find that more comfortable?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think it helps a lot. You definitely buy yourself a little bit more time. If it's in the center of the cage, you have to react, you know, within seconds.
Do you think Cubero's feeling much of a strength advantage here based on the age of the two? Man, look at that bruise on the calf. Can you see that?
I mean, I spotted that straight away. She landed a few nice calf kicks, you know, but it's just that takedown. If she can get herself back up, she can be in it again. But I think the strength advantage on the top, the pressure that she's got on her there is proving a little bit too much for her right now.
Halfway through round number 2. Playing out right now, similar to round number 1. Griet Eeckhout is on top, Lorena Cubero on the bottom. Yet to solve the puzzle of how to get out from under the Belgian.
Good shots here from Eeckhout, using this opportunity to try and pass the half guard maybe as well.
Neem uw tijd en kijk waar geslaagd. Op haar chin.
Little insight into Griet Eeckhout's corner here. This is great shoulder pressure. And this is experience as well, isn't it? This is 11 fight difference. 11 fights to 3 fights. Nice hammer fist to the leg.
Dakota Ditchba, how are you coaching Lorena Cubero to get herself back to her feet with less than a minute and a half in this round?
She needs to move a bit more. I feel like she's just accepting the position at the moment. You know, she's got to fight for it. That's what she's here for.
She's doing clever things defensively, but it's just not enough to get her ahead in any way at the moment. Like, she's keeping herself safe for the most part. She's getting her knees involved, building, building frames. But as you said earlier, Dakota, she's holding onto the back of her head. So she's almost engaging the grapple by holding her into this position. Now she's posting. See if she can create some space.
Yeah, I mean, she's a round down, in my opinion, and you know, she's got 45 seconds left. She needs a bit of urgency to get up. She can't be accepting that position. She seems to be doing that now.
Yeah, this is good work.
Cubero is just bowled back over with the strength of the more experienced and older fighter. Cubero only 18 years of age. Yet to taste defeat in her young mixed martial arts career, but fighting an uphill battle at the moment.
You see the flexibility of Cubero keep causing Griet Eeckhout some problems, but now she's past the guard.
For that arm trapped again.
Yeah.
I think Cubero is 2 rounds down for me right now, but every fight starts on its feet, you know? Anything could happen now. Last round.
Some swelling on the left eye of Cubero. The test of high kick.
There's that calf kick again, that bruising on the outside of Griet. She's just taking another shot. Now Cubero, I feel like she might be leaving her head on the center line a little on that calf kick. Oh.
She can double it up, maybe hide it behind a jab. Eeckhout goes for her own. And now initiates another grappling exchange, taking the space away from Cubero to try and damage that leg more.
Better work this time with Cubero, but she's just crossed her feet. That's going to give the twisting takedown. Great learning experience for her, this. I expect her to be, you know, a much better fighter after this experience, no matter what happens in the next 4 minutes.
Seems like a pretty clear physical strength disparity in this fight, which one might expect because, you know, as an 18-year-old, you haven't fully grown into that physical body and you just don't have that adult muscle mass. To overcome that, Dakota Ditchba, I mean, obviously in fights, in competition, we haven't seen you overpowered. I imagine you're putting yourself in those situations in the gym where you're facing a stronger opponent. What do you use to negate it?
Yeah, I mean, I think people just underestimate me a little bit. I'm only tall and slim, you know, so people don't think I've got the strength that I have, but I train a lot with, you know, males, so I think maybe that has helped me a little bit, the fact that I've trained so much with guys in the gym, but I think I just haven't rushed my career as well. She's only 18, you know, I wasn't as rushed as she is right now.
I've also heard that you're putting quite a bit of time into strength and conditioning as well. Your conditioning coach has been telling me that you're improving very quickly in that range. Do you feel like that's something that maybe Cubero could supplement her game with?
Definitely, and if I've learned anything, it's to do it now, not later on, you know. I think 18 years old, the mindset that she's got to be here already, she definitely needs to start working on that now. 100%.
Was there a point in your fighting career when you felt strength was becoming a part of your skill set?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, right from the beginning, but when I did start training, the difference I felt even just hitting pads, I physically felt stronger myself. That was a big difference for me. So, yeah, I noticed it in all areas of my game.
Smothering performance this from Griet now. She's got the fight to the floor. 2 minutes left in this third round. Looks to me like Eeckhout is very close to securing her place in Paris against Valentina Scatizzi, September 30th. You had a little more time to recover. Do you think there are any challenges for these fighters, you know, when they do start thinking about September? as soon as they step out of the smart cage tonight, they know they've got an appointment.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I prefer to be busy as long as I've got no injuries. I think it keeps you, I get a little bit rusty when I've been out the cage for so long. Nerves as well, you don't deal with them as well. You feel like you've gone back to square one, but I mean, they should be fine, these girls. It's not been too bad a fight, this one, right?
Lorena's just given me a look through the fence, and she just kind of smiled and shook her head like, my goodness, this is a little frustrating. It's good to see her spirits not broken, absolutely. She's still trying to work her way out of these positions. A minute to go. I think Cubero's had good moments, but I think for the most part, Eeckhout's been able to use her strength and experience and her grappling skills, her dominant grappling skills, to be able to just control this throughout.
And she's now moved to north-south, see if she can isolate one of the arms. Instead, she just comes with the left hand right down the middle.
You can definitely see the levels in the ground game here as well.
Are you impressed by the top game of Griet Eeckhout?
I am, her top pressure looks really good, and it is hard to get, when someone's got that top pressure, worked out to a T, it is difficult to get up. She's doing well, for the ref to not stop it. She's packed to her feet.
Yeah, the thing she does really well is not clings onto positions too much.
Yeah.
She's quite happy to let the fight move on and keep flowing. Really good fight from both of these ladies.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 30-27, 30-27 and 30-25. All for your winner via unanimous decision and clinching their place in the PFL Europe playoffs.